Run it back, Philly. No frauds, no fanboys, no intros.
Perfect. Give me my hat.
Run it back, Philly. No frauds, no fanboys, no intros.
And let's just look at, because the whole Tyrese Maxey's not a point guard thing. The whole, if you don't have James Harden on this team, you're screwed. If James doesn't play, you guys aren't even making the playoffs. Again, first of all, you could put 4 kids from the movie The Ringer around Joel Embiid healthy, and they're making the playoffs. Jeffy and those boys, you know what I'm saying? But look, let's look at the last time Maxey was forced to be the starting point guard. The year Ben Simmons sat out, being the bitch that he is, the Philadelphia 76ers, with Tyrese Maxey at the helm. This was in 2021-22. This was young Tyrese Maxey, 20-year-old Tyrese Maxey, or 21-year-old Tyrese Maxey. He's about to turn 23. He was just turning 21 when this happened. He was just turning 21, and he was thrown into the starting point guard role under Doc Rivers, who was telling him not to shoot the ball. That team started the season 8-2, and were at the first 10 games of the season, at least, they were the number 1 seed in the East. Right? With a 21-year-old Tyrese Maxey, that team should have been terrible, right? According to you guys that think if James Harden doesn't play, we're going to suck. That team should have been awful. They were 8-2. Seth Curry was balling. Andre Drummond was a great backup center. After they were 35-23 by the All-Star break. They traded Ben Simmons for James Harden on February 10th. They were 17-8 with James Harden after the All-Star break. But you also have to look at who they played in those games. The end of that season was a very easy schedule. The beginning of that season, without James Harden, without Ben Simmons, just young 21-year-old Tyrese Maxey playing point guard around Joel Embiid. The 76ers beat the Nuggets, the Warriors, the Kings, the Celtics twice, the Raptors, the Miami Heat, the Brooklyn Nets with James Harden and KD dropping 33 points apiece. In that Nets game, Tyrese Maxey had 25 and Embiid had 34. They beat the Milwaukee Bucks in that stretch. The Milwaukee Bucks full roster 123-120. And in that Milwaukee Bucks game, Maxey had 19, Tobias had 19, Niang had 18, and Embiid had 42. And Furkan Korkmaz had 13 off the bench. Here's why I'm saying this. I am starting to think, as I looked back at those games, that the ball movement and team chemistry and sharing the ball and all working as a unit together is probably more valuable than having somebody on the floor that's going to dribble the ball 95 times and have somebody on the floor that, what Doc Rivers was doing as soon as James came in. It was just James Joel 2-man game all day. And it became very predictable. And in the playoffs, as we should have predicted, it became very easy to stop. So the beginning of that season, without Nick Nurse's philosophy, everybody was feeding off of just, hey, Joel's our star. Get him the ball. Everybody else, run, cut, get open, and shoot. So if you look at that and then you look at how Nick Nurse has coached basketball teams throughout his career, he was, as the assistant in Toronto, credited for bringing more movement, more off-ball movement, more ball sharing, and more flat-out three-point shooting to the Toronto Raptors, and then he was promoted to head coach and won a championship. So you add Nick Nurse in the mix, and you add the fact that, hey, look, I just said Niang had 18. That fatso's out of here, right? You guys see his media day picture? Good God. It's not the minivan anymore. It's the FedEx truck. He's gone. Furkan Korkmaz is terrible. So we're talking about adding Nick Nurse to this situation. Year 4, Tyrese Maxey. who I just watched a preseason game where he had 12 assists. He looked a lot more like a point guard than he even did when he was forced to be the point guard on that team in 21. Nick Nurse, year 4 Tyrese Maxey. A couple of actually athletic players on the squad, like Kelly Oubre Jr., Jaden Springer, who we all knew could play last year, but Doc Rivers didn't. You got a little more athleticism. You got a little more dog mentality. You got year 4 Tyrese Maxey. I think the Sixers can be good. Maybe I'm tripping. But I don't think they're going to be as bad as everyone thinks. If Joel Embiid is healthy. It's always if Joel Embiid is healthy. But if Joel Embiid is healthy, I think he's got 2 or 3 more MVP level seasons in the tank. And I think as long as Joel Embiid is that good, and you have movement and shot creators around the perimeter, Maxey, DeAnthony Melton, Kelly Oubre, Jaden Springer, you can be very good. And maybe they'll be better than they would be if James Harden played anyway. Rose Shy, what was Philly's offense ranked last season? I didn't look at advanced stats because I just watch games, bro. I don't look at offensive ratings. And you're saying the offense had better ball movement without James Harden. Yeah, absolutely. Because assists don't mean ball movement. Somebody dribbling the ball for 20 seconds and kicking it out to a three-point shooter at the end of the shot clock, that's an assist. That's not ball movement. Come on, bro. Don't make me teach you the game. So I just want to be done until tomorrow. I just want to be done talking about this guy, dude. I just want to be done talking about this guy. That's all I have. I don't know. I don't know, man. You guys take it away. How about that? Because everything I wanted to talk about got derailed by more James Harden news. So, what you guys talking about? Pat Bev is going to get serious. Point can't be good with that scenario. Why not? Pat Bev is going to get serious playing time? What makes you think that? Why would Pat Bev get serious playing time? He looked okay in the preseason. He looked pretty good in the first half of games. Second half of games, he clearly burns out and doesn't give you anything. So I don't think Nick Nurse is going to give Patrick Beverley serious playing time. I think Maxey and Melton are 2 point guards that you can utilize without playing Patrick Beverley. What would you call serious playing time? Like 25 minutes a game? If you're right about that, you're right about that. I hope you're not right about that. What else we got here? My chat's acting up, man. I can't scroll. What's going on here, bro? There we go. He unlocked Embiid and Maxey, who both averaged their highest points per game ever. Embiid got the easiest shots he's ever seen. I agree with that. I wouldn't say he unlocked Joel Embiid. Joel Embiid was literally setting records in December and January before they traded for James Harden. So, I mean, I don't know how you unlock a guy that was setting franchise records and was leading the league in scoring. I don't know how you think James Harden unlocked that. I think he was already there, buddy. Yeah, and that's just a James Harden stan boy. So we gotta just I can't read those comments, dude. It's gonna make my head hurt. Where are we at? Danny Green teach these. You highlighted the wrong comment. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm pissed off. What will the starting 5 be? Sixers starting five. I sincerely hope it's not. I sincerely hope PJ Tucker's not in there, because I think he's done, and he gives you nothing. And he showed up to preseason games and didn't do anything, gave you 0 points, and then was drinking beer in the locker room. PJ Tucker doesn't give a shit at all. He's done. He's getting the last 2 years. He's collecting his last $22 million and continuing to build his shoe collection and car collection, and he doesn't give a damn what's going on. I can't put PJ Tucker in there. I need it to be Maxey. See, and I like Melton off the bench. And I think you need depth with bringing Melton off the bench. But, I mean, if Harden's not playing, I guess it's Maxey, Melton, Oubre, Tobias, Embiid. Is that it?